Modern Delusional Woman, Part 2. I haven't had the heart to do this because she is so difficult, extra delusional, so annoying. So let's just get through this. It's gonna be a hard one. It's. Let's just go.
Was
Do you have any brothers?
I don't.
Oh, man. So, in other words, she doesn't know anything. In other words, she doesn't know anything about men at all.
Okay. And you're how old again?
29.
She's in the danger zone.
You've been wrong on fully about 80% of the things that come out of your mouth. And you haven't. And
But she thinks she's right, though.
it doesn't matter if I use facts, data. You know, and you're a social.
A lot of and she's a social worker, and a lot of black women are like this. They use their feelings over facts.
Pull it all this for yourself. You're saying that men pick women based upon the money. Okay.
Nope.
Men don't give a crap about your money. The only men that care about women's money are bum men that don't want to make money for themselves.
Then ask a question. Why do you have women like Jill Scott? What was that woman's name? Down here in Georgia. Ran for governor. Stacy, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah, the lady with the
Mm-hmm.
See,
What?
she knew what he was talking about, but she wanted him to keep going. She knew. She could have helped him out.
Why do you have these women who are chronically single if men pick women based upon money first?
Because men don't pick women based upon money.
Why do black women report the more education they have and the more money they make being less married?
Because they're more difficult and we don't care about your money.
I don't know.
She knows. She just doesn't want to answer.
Well, according to what you say, men pick women based upon money first.
Well, those are the men that she chooses because she's a Pookie and Ray Ray.
Yeah.
But according to the numbers, they don't.
The numbers.
Stacey Abrams, successful woman. She has money. Where's her husband? Gabrielle Sidibe. She had to go get an average-looking white dude.
She belongs to the streets.
Do you want to retract that statement?
I don't. I stand.
She's gonna stand on that, just because it's her experience and all the people that go up into her office, all the ratchet ones.
On that, and I believe that. I mean, that's just some women. I mean, some women that you're not. Oprah. Oh.
She names Oprah. That's the worst example you can name, and he's gonna tell you why.
Oprah has a man.
Oprah's unfucking married.
When Kevin starts yelling and cursing, you know he's pissed because he never does that. So you know she's driving him off the rails.
She's not married, but she has money.
The point is, see, that helps the point. She has all that money and she can't get a man to save her life because no one cares about that because Oprah's ugly. Oprah is not attractive. Therefore, she gets that Stedman dude. The dude's like 70 years old, unattractive. He's got a little money. He doesn't have Oprah money, but that's all Oprah can do. You think Oprah, that's her first choice? She can't get her first choice.
Thank you.
But she could be married if she.
No, she
Oh
doesn't.
my God. Stop it. Stop. She just said Oprah can get married if she wanted to. Stop. If she wanted to, it would have happened already.
No, she couldn't.
Oprah cannot be married to Stedman
Yo, this woman is completely just delusional. Like, completely.
if she wanted to.
First of all,
Nope.
I move Oprah to the side because Oprah, there's a question about something. Man, why? So, what do men choose women based upon? If
She
women
doesn't know the first thing that we choose based upon because she's a damn man herself.
choose men based upon money, what do men choose women based upon?
Men choose women based upon money.
Oh my God. Guys. Someone give her a clue.
Women
Oh my God, she doesn't even know her own species. He's like, whoa.
Ooh. And this is a social worker, y'all.
And y'all see why I had to stop this one halfway, and I couldn't finish this one. This one was oh my God, this one's a hard one.
I mean, I'm
She's
to the
dead
point where I don't
serious.
even want to make any jokes because this is so sad.
She belongs to the streets.
It's the truth.
No, man.
No, it's not the truth. It's just your conflated views. You're a social worker, so you hear all these terrible stories, which are still the minority, by the way. So you think that is actually the world when it's just a small part of the world.
You are danger. And you advise other women?
I do absolutely
That's the scary part.
yes.
She said, yes, yes.
Do absolutely yes.
Man, you really should have said that.
Awful.
Why? It's the truth. I would
Because you're probably the worst advisor that has ever walked the earth, honestly.
lie to you. It's the truth.
Because
She's going to leave women left in the dust. If women actually listen to her, she's going to literally have women dead.
shouldn't be advising anybody.
Nope.
This woman actually says men pick women based upon money. And if that's the case, why do women who have PhDs and MBAs and everything else, why aren't they married?
Because we don't
Especially in our
want them.
community. Because we have the most, we got the most educated women, right?
Yeah.
Okay, why do we have the lowest marriage rate?
She
Well,
belongs to the
one in four black women will marry anybody.
Yeah.
Not just black men. Not just black men. 1 in 4 black women will.
She doesn't know this stuff. That's why she's laughing. She thinks it's not true, but that's what it is. Like, she hasn't even looked any of this stuff up. This is like the first time she's hearing this stuff, so it's like a shock to her. She thinks it's not true. Like, you can't fight those odds.
Marry in their lifetime. So you can't make it a black man issue. If men
It's definitely not.
excuse me, you're not gonna fucking put this on black men. I will destroy you if you try that shit. I said one. Okay, as long as you don't try that, we can have the conversation. But 1 in 4 black women will marry in their lifetime.
And that is not black men's problem. Like, they want to put that on us, but what the hell are you doing to prevent that from happening?
If
And
we have
actually, we're seeing it right here. This conversation is showing us why.
the most educated, meaning making money and education, then why are they the least married? If men choose women based upon status.
She belongs to the streets.
That's why.
Some women are very busy. They have
Oh my God, that has nothing to do with anything, but good excuse. Not.
busy schedules. Some educated women have very busy schedules. So
What does
they
that
really
have to do with being coupled up with someone? It literally has nothing to do with that.
don't have time to date.
Oh, so that's the cop-out excuse? So then if that's the excuse they're using, what the hell does that have to do with black men? Absolutely nothing.
Son, talk to me about, excuse me, ma'am. I don't want to talk about, see what you do is when you start losing the argument, you start to deflect to the minority. Talk to me about the majority.
It's not just her. That's a lot of black women that do that. Because they got the need to be right.
50% of the women in question were educated.
Yeah.
But yet, 1 in 4 were married. Don't talk to me about some. Talk to me about the majority. Why are 1 in 4
She doesn't
married?
realize that's literally more than the majority. That's literally 70, 80% of black women aren't being married at all.
And actually, the marital
Getting, I
rate
should say.
drops as black women go up in education and up in income, which is up in status. Why does marriage drop? Don't tell me.
Because men don't care about your status. The more status you get, the more annoying you are, the more available you are. We don't want a woman that's so available to everyone. Like, that's not what a man wants. So she clearly doesn't know what she's talking about.
About the ones that are some, they're too busy. If men pick women based on if men pick women based on status, why are these higher status women more unmarried?
She doesn't have the answer. Now she's gonna give us some BS answer from her feelings.
I believe that
She said, "I believe." So it's gonna be based on what she feels, no facts. So this is gonna be some nonsense.
get to the point where it's like I've been single, I've been alone by myself, or while they're getting their education, they're dating, but
She
it's
said, "There." So she's thinking of some nonsense.
not. It's just not a connection.
Shame.
So
It's just not a connection. Like, what does that have to do with the question? Literally,
Insults, guilt, and the need to be right.
that
Ma'am,
need to be right.
you
It's
just
crazy.
contradicted your own point.
That's because she's not even paying attention to what she's saying. She's just talking without even thinking.
Won't stop. You said men pick women on status, and I'm saying why the women that have more status less married.
Because we don't want that.
You said men pick women based on status. You. And you have to explain why the women who have higher status are less married.
they choose not to be.
Oh, now they choose, like, as if it's their choice. You see how delusional they are? They just want to be right. Like, that is not even close to the answer. It becomes annoying at a certain point. At a certain point, it's just like annoying. It's like, no, that's not it. You know it's not it. So let's like stop trying to be right and like actually get to the root issue. And this is why we can't get anywhere with these women, because they don't want to get anywhere. They don't want to solve these issues. They just want to be right.
Choose not to be after.
This is your enemy, gentlemen.
Execute Order 66.
Execute Order 66. Yep. Execute that.
I'm going to be honest, man. I'm going to be honest. This conversation ranks right up there with that smile conversation I had.
She don't know what that is.
Black women not wanting to smile at black men.
Oh, okay.
This is one of the saddest conversations I've had with a black woman in my life.
And she smiles.
And the fact that nothing I'm saying, none of the data, none of it, is moving you off of your erroneous, false, demonstrably erroneous percent.
Literally everything she's saying is not facts at all. It's literally just feelings. It's literally not even reality.
You're just doubling and tripling down. You haven't opened your mind and say, well, maybe, but that doesn't really make sense. Or maybe that's what I thought or felt, but let me go back and you doubled and tripled down. Do you have a son
She
or a
belongs
daughter?
to the streets.
I have a son.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. And look at his face. That just says it all.
Holy shit.
Right. That son is gonna be doomed. Like, that son is done for. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, that son is done. He's gonna be so warped. It's not even funny.
Let me ask you something, okay? And I mean no disrespect. I really don't. I really don't. But are you trolling me? Are you trolling me?
And she's dead
I'm
ass
not.
serious. She's serious right now.
Well, even if we were talking as just two educated people, ma'am,
He said two educated people.
do your feelings trump facts?
Yes.
No.
Bull. She's so full of it.
So if you feel something is one way or another, and facts are presented to show you the opposite, do you change?
We know the answer to that.
Your mind?
Sometimes I have to. Yeah.
Sometimes you have to, and you see how she says it with her. Look at her face, the disdain in her face and her voice when she says that. So she doesn't want to ever be wrong. Like, what? Like, who cares if you're right or wrong? Why not get the issue correct? Why not find out the facts of everything so you know the correct thing, so you don't look so foolish?
Sometimes. Okay. Why would you not?
Sometimes, as if she's never wrong. You see what I mean? She's only sometimes wrong, guys. Can you imagine her ever being wrong?
Change your mind?
if I have this just gut feeling, if I just had this.
She said this good feeling. Already just on the bad foot. If you have this good, what does your good feeling have to do with the facts? Like that's all I want to know.
Strong feeling, I won't waver off of it.
So
Why though? Why? Why does a strong feeling outweigh facts? It doesn't make sense. Like I'm trying to understand it.
if facts impartial,
Like facts have no feelings. Facts doesn't care about your sex, your gender, your height, your weight. Facts are just what it is. Her feelings trumps it all. And that's a problem. That's why a lot of black women are single because they do everything based on their feelings, and it's chaotic.
you can be proven factually that something is correct, true, right. You're saying that as an educated woman, that there are times where you'll sit back and just ignore the facts based upon a strong gut feeling.
Yes.
She's an idiot then. Like these are the people you have to stay away from. Like people like this will ruin your life because you'll literally be telling them something that you know that is factually proven and they'll just deflect it just because of their strong feeling. Their strong feeling outweighs what actually is. And that's why we can't get anywhere with these women.
Is that how you're going to raise your son?
Yes, it is. She's gonna raise another emotional black man as an emotional little bitch. Probably gonna end up in jail because he's gonna be so emotional and shoot someone because they spilled a drink on him or something so minutely stupid because of this woman making a baby without a father and raising him to be so woman-like. But really, she's a man too, so it's all messed up right now. It's just a pretzel right now.
Off my morals, yes.
Off her morals. What does that even mean? Like she's all backwards in every way. Like
It's not morals. Are you going to raise your son to look at facts
no,
that he can verify and prove, scientific method or whatever,
no.
and then say,
If she doesn't raise her son to be factually correct, he's gonna get his ass beat. Because as a man, you can't be walking around like a woman like this, talking through your feelings. Feelings this, feelings that. I feel this, I feel that. Like, after a certain while, men are going to get so annoyed with you. Like, if you're communicating with men, you better be factually correct or there's going to be an issue, man. We don't play like that. It's weird that we just allow women to just say the stupidest things and it's okay. But as men, we have to be on point. Like, I don't understand why that's okay. Why can't we hold women accountable for their actions and their words?
I'm going to go off my strong gut feeling.
Sounds so
How you gonna
stupid
raise-
if a man says that. How stupid does that sound? If someone asks, if there are facts and data and statistics to prove what's going on here, are you going to go based on your strong gut feeling? And I say yes. You all are going to look at me sideways like I'm a weirdo.
Is your son?
Yes.
We have another young black statistic, y'all.
Yep.
And I'm serious. People think I hate black women, and I do this to show you the sickness in our community. You really
No one sees it. She thinks she's healthy.
believe this is right. This is. I don't even need to say anything else. The world is different for men than for women. Women can get away more with doing things that way.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Women are allowed to say stupid shit like this and get away with it and be not accountable, not held accountable. But men, if we say some outlandish crap like this, come on, we're going to get admitted. Let's be honest.
You do realize this is why so many young black men are in jail, because they go off of their feelings based upon their facts.
That's what I just said too.
But then you sit around and turn around to the same group of women talking about black men can't produce
Because you're the ones raising them.
enough money.
Look who's raising these men that they complain about. It's them, so they're doing it to our community. That's the crazy part. They don't even see it. You're raising these men. You're raising these little boys into little boy men. That's all you're doing.
Fine. But you, man, are the kind of woman that raises a boy to go off of his feelings. His strong gut. How do you think that's going to set your son up to compete with men of other races?
He's gonna get trampled, guys. Like any boy that's raised to go based on his gut and not the facts is gonna get left in the dust. Let's be honest, man. Like, let's not even joke about this. This is dangerous, and this happens literally all the time. 80% of the time, to be exact, because 80% of kids in the black community are born out of wedlock, and then they're raised by a psychotic woman like this most of the time.
I don't know.
You don't know? You have to know, though. You're his parent. Like, you are his guardian. You're his lifeline. He's depending on you to know that. If you don't know that, you shouldn't have been a parent. So now you're gonna lead this other kid as a statistic. Basically, he's gonna be a statistic. Let's be honest.
I don't know about that.
You didn't think about that, but you wanted to be a parent, though. Saying with a smile, another black life ruined, just because of games.
Your son?
12.
When the fuck do you think you should start thinking about it?
Seriously, though, it's like he's 12 years old and you still haven't thought of this? Like, whoa. Guys, this is just out of control. Like, this is out of control.
I'm not being funny, man. I'm trying to talk to you seriously. You're raising a 12-year-old black boy.
It's a game to her, though. His life is just a game to her. It's a joke.
And you're telling everybody in here that I'll raise him to believe in his gut over things that he can see is true.
Which is stupid. He's going to get his ass beat.
And you want him to go out into that dangerous world. What's going to protect him if his senses and his
His feelings are, apparently.
logic does it? What's supposed to protect him?
Morals. Values.
She said morals are supposed to protect him. Okay. That's always the answer. Morals. The morals that you said you didn't even know. Like, they just throw words around.
Feelings
That
are
solves
not
it.
morals. You keep calling things morals.
Right, I just said that. Like, what? Just keep throwing words around. Patch it up, right? That fixes the issue, right? So everything's all good now, right?
These are feelings.
She belongs to the streets.
You're not supposed to emotionally respond. You're supposed to intellectually react. And you guys wonder why we have so many emotional young black men, because this is their mother. And they make it sound like a virtue. Morals. This isn't morals. It's illogical feelings-based thinking.
What's wrong with having?
She doesn't see what's wrong with it because she's a woman. She doesn't understand as a man how dangerous that is. Because they don't understand, like, as a man, if you're walking around all emotional, you're going to get your ass beat everywhere you go. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to have friends. You're not going to have anything. That's what, you can do that as a woman. But as a man, you can't do that. That's why you need a man raising a kid with your woman. You shouldn't be doing it by yourself. Because this is what happens. She thinks she knows everything, but she doesn't know a damn thing, as we can see.
Emotions. What's wrong with acting?
When it is opposite to observable, verifiable truth facts. When 2 + 2 is 4, and you still say, I believe it's 3, because that's my morals.
It's ridiculous.
I'm serious. What, do you not understand that?
I get that.
No, she doesn't. Look at her face.
So what's the question?
It's no question, Mr. Sanders. I was just listening.
No, she wasn't. She was hearing. She wasn't listening.
No, I'm asking what's the question because you're saying what's wrong with having morals, man.
When you don't have any, that's what's wrong with it.
Morals is right or wrong.
Right.
Facts are prove or disprove. 2 + 2 is 4. What is the right or wrong in that equation?
It's not 3. You said 3. No, it's 4. That's the right. It's 4.
Yeah, but if your gut told you
That's just
this,
what is. Right.
that's not all the picture.
It's just what is. It's not correct. It's not wrong. It's not right. It's just what it is. Like the sky is blue. It's just what it is. It's not correct. It's not right. It's not wrong. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just is.
You've said it several times that you can look at something and think or believe something, and then you can be given facts, data, statistics, things that you can verify and prove yourself by whatever method, scientific method, an abacus, whatever, and you can come up with the same conclusion that this is right, this is accurate. And you said there are times where I'll dismiss it. And
It's because it's that need to be right.
I say, what? If I feel strongly.
Which is stupid. So basically, you can never be wrong. You're your own captain. That's what that is. Tell us the sky is purple.
Through life experiences.
I'm going to be honest, man. I'm going to say something that's going to sound rude. I'm not trying to be rude.
Say it.
But this is that down
out with it.
South, old slave, Negro, just, man, this isn't about life experiences. This is about facts. If you can, and here's the thing. You are looking like you just can't understand that you're raising a boy to think like you.
And you can't raise a boy to be a woman unless he's a gay guy, because it's not going to work.
Men don't get the same benefits and the same benefit of the doubt.
As a man, you can't act any way you want. You got to act correct, or you end up in jail or dead. As a man, you don't get the privilege of being able to do whatever you want.
In his life?
He is.
But you take the leadership role in what he does.
Not all the time.
Okay. Well, how we got here is this woman actually said that she thinks that men choose women based upon looks and status, and then men choose women based upon love. Then we broke down the numbers of 74% of black women earn less than $50,000, and 9% of black women earn over $74,000. So I said the women she was talking about was in the top 10%. She disagreed, and it turned out they're in the top 9%. And even given facts that you can go look up on blackdemographics.com that's been collated and sorted by everything else, she still said men choose women of a higher status. And I said,
she's deluded, man. That's all it is.
Then why do black women,
when it's in front of you, and you still are like, nah, there's something wrong with you.
Who report to be the most educated and report as they go up in education and income, the marital percentages go down. That flies in the face of your theory, and she still said, I'm right. You realize at no point have you changed anything you said in the face of better data.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
How do we get anywhere with women like you?
We don't.
If you're not willing to change your mind.
You just leave them to the side.
Like
the sad part is a dude actually put a baby in her. That's the crazy part. Like, there's some fool out there that went with his airhead and made a kid. Like why are you doing that? Like, why? It makes no sense to me.
And when you sit down and have a conversation, and the man presents better data, and women like yourself refuse to change your mind, how do we get anywhere?
I don't know.
That's why
I'm gonna stand on that. That's what I believe.
Okay. Are you okay then? Okay, so
there's a reason she is where she is. She had that kid when she was 17. So I mean, I guess that's probably why they were young. They were in high school when she had this kid, 16, 17. So that makes sense. So she's all she has is this kid. She's gonna die alone, guys. Because which one of you guys would actually want to talk to her for even 5 minutes? I'll wait for that one.
Her son was dealing with a woman, and he was right, based upon everything that's observable, verifiable, facts, figures, data, statistics. And she believed like you. She's just going to stand on what she believes. What would you tell him to do with her? Would you tell him to
This is gonna be really stupid. I forewarn you.
stay with her, continue to work with her? What would you tell him to do?
I would tell him to, if he feels like he want to stay, then
If he
continue to.
feels, his feelings should have nothing to do with that. See, that's the problem. It's no. Like, what are the facts of the issue? You go based on that, not your feelings.
Work with her, but if he can't, he feel like he couldn't get through to her, and she wasn't.
Well,
being-
no, man. There's no getting through. You've already tried.
Yeah.
And she says, I'm going to stand her like you're doing. If
He's got to leave. The answer is you have to go. Let's see what she says. She's probably going to tell him to go, and then now she's not going to use that same information on herself. She's a hypocrite. Let's see it.
taking your stance, what would you tell your son to do with her?
Nope.
If he didn't want to be with her anymore,
See, she's not even taking her own stance. Because she doesn't understand the question, I think, really. If she knew that it was about her being wrong about the other one, she would say yes to that, though. Trust and believe, guys. She has a major need to be right.
would tell you,
No, it has nothing to do with want to be with her. This is a matter of somebody has to leave.
This is about survival right now. That's what she doesn't get.
That's the problem. Choices have to be made. See, she's trying to deflect because she doesn't want to say
Nope.
the truth.
She knows.
She's gonna
Because she
stand-
knows it will contradict what she said before. She knows. She's crazy. She's psycho.
You're at an impasse. He's over
Yep.
here. She's over there. A decision has to be made. She's not going to be budged. She's not going to budge. She's not cooperating. She's not agreeing.
because she doesn't agree.
Yeah.
She doesn't agree, and she doesn't agree based upon her feelings. She doesn't agree. It's not that she doesn't agree based upon any of the facts or the data. It's solely based upon her stringent belief. What are you going to tell your son to do with a woman like that? Because if he's his wife is the woman he's with, what are you going to tell her to do with?
He's gonna tell now she's at a you can see she's struggling. She knows that she's gonna be wrong if she says the other thing. So now she's probably gonna tell him to stay. But she's just a shitty mother that she needs to be right so bad. She has to be right so effing bad that she just is going to tell him to stay just because she needs to be right. She needs to be right.
This is why. What?
Who gives a...
Are you going his girlfriend before he becomes his wife? See, what do you tell your son to do with a woman that
Right now, she doesn't want to be wrong, guys. She knows what the answer is. She knows what he has to do. She just doesn't want to be wrong. And this is what we have to deal with, guys. It's a sickness. It's a sickness to have the need to be right. It's really a sickness.
will not follow his lead, will not change her mind based upon anything that's verifiable and provable.
That's
If it's-
sick. That's a sickness. To still deny it and to still... That's beyond stubbornness. That is a sickness. You have something wrong with you.
Only she makes decisions based primarily on her feelings. What do you tell your son to do? Do you tell him to stay or
Deuces.
do you tell him to leave?
Let's see what she says.
Stay. Why?
See, and that's where this is the problem, guys. This is why we can't get anywhere with these women. Stay away from women like this. If she has the need to be right, get the hell away from her. Because she's going to drive you crazy. She's going to ruin your life. And then she's going to ruin your kid's life.
Just because a
This is
woman-
where this is where that Maury Povich shit, where boys are going, and Maury recognizes that you're not the father, and these mothers tell these boys that you're gonna stay in these
Yeah.
that child's life. You've
Right.
been there for the first 2 years, and we're gonna raise it.
Yeah.
This is the pathology. Thank you, man. Have a good evening. Goodbye.
And that's part 2, guys, of the most dangerous conversation and the most dangerous woman probably on planet Earth, guys. Thanks for watching and enjoy your weekend. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.